Hey, it worked. Anyway, so this video is to Larry. Larry, the guy over there in Branchburg. I gotta tell you a funny story about the vegetables that you gave me to give to my wife. So I bring them home, I set them on the front porch, and I say, hey Teresa, I got something for you. And she was like, you do? I said, yeah. She says, yeah, probably flowers because you feel guilty about it. I said, no, it's not flowers, and I don't feel guilty about anything because I haven't done anything. You know, it's a typical Filipina thing. So, yeah, so I had these vegetables, and this morning my wife wanted a tomato sandwich, and she saw in the basket that you had given us that there were tomatoes in there. And she was like, all right, I'm gonna have a tomato sandwich. So she got William ready to go, and then she forgot about the tomato sandwich, and then, you know, a little bit of time goes by and she remembers, hey, I got a tomato sandwich in there. I got tomatoes in there for a tomato sandwich, right? Well, my mother-in-law, her mother, threw the tomatoes in the freezer. And tomatoes really don't take too long to freeze. So those tomatoes were frozen by the time she got to remembering about that tomato sandwich. And she didn't get the tomato sandwich. So, not to say much else, but my wife's in a bit of a pissy mood over the tomatoes. The tomato sandwiches she couldn't have. So, when we get over there to Bale, if you got some more tomatoes, I wouldn't mind having them so I can give them to my wife so she can get her tomato sandwich. Anyway, I'm heading back into corn again. I got 2 wagons over here. I'm gonna go grab the 7810, and I'm gonna start picking corn, or combining corn, or harvesting corn, or shelling corn, or whatever you want to call this corn when you do this particular operation. My combine is way down there. Didn't pick for a couple of days because we were mowing for a couple of days. And yeah, we had rain, and yeah, it gets when it rains. It's kind of crappy. So yeah. So anyway, Tim and Cody are actually mowing. My nephew, Grant, he's coming back for a couple of days apparently. And I guess he told my dad that he wanted to do some work, so we'll get Grant doing something like raking or something. Maybe I'll put him in a tractor with a disc, and we'll disc down these stalks, or just shred them, or whatever we're gonna do with them. But other than that, I'm gonna go get this last wagon over here that I have, and I'm gonna fill 3 wagons up today, so that'd be, I don't know, maybe 1,300 bushels or something, 1,350, something like that. That'd be okay to get done today, right? Right? It's supposed to be sunny. It's supposed to be sunny out, right? It's supposed to be sunny out. It is not sunny. There is nothing sunshine about that all day. Maybe about 5 minutes of sunshine all day, and it was supposed to be sunny this week. So I'm not making any decent hay this week either, and it's the middle of October. Yep, and yep. Boy, oh boy, I really wish the sun would shine a little bit. The only other profession you can lie like this and get away with it and still get a job is if you're a politician. And this weatherman has promised me for the last 3 days that we would have at least partial sunshine. Partial sunshine. So this morning it looked like it was going to rain, and then it did for a little bit, like a drizzle. There's no sun and drizzle. Then yesterday we actually did have a little bit of sunshine, but not a hell of a lot. And I really need that because this corn is wet, and I mean wet. Like, when I say wet, I mean it's wet. It is 20+% moisture. I have to dry the piss out of this stuff. So yeah, I don't like it, but it is what it is, right? Isn't that the saying? It is what it is. So anyhow, it is what it is, and that's all there is to it. And we're just gonna have to go through this corn and dry every damn bushel of it. I'm sure the sun will shine. But we're supposed to have rain again on Saturday, and it is now Tuesday or Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, so it's kind of screwing us up that way anyway. I'm mowing hay, or I'm not mowing, I'm picking corn obviously, but Tim and Cody are mowing, so it looks like that's going to get about 3/10 of an inch of rain on top of it, and we'll call that okay. It's not like the grass is going to grow up through it anytime soon, but I would really like to have been baling on Friday, but it's not looking like I'm going to be baling on Friday. It looks like I'm going to possibly be baling on next week sometime, maybe next Wednesday, a week from now, which is fine. We'll knock about 1,500 bales worth of material onto the ground, and then we'll go through it, and then we'll get back to seriously dealing with this corn. And you know, because I'm only half-assing it right now. Right now it's just me. I'm the only guy running the corn. Everybody else is out doing other things. Dad's pulling hay out of fields, and Cody's mowing, Tim is mowing. Teresa's going to bring me a charging cable for my phone because the damned thing is dying, and I don't film on my phone. I use a GoPro, so that's okay. But anyway, I'll get on to something different. Oh, and my old combine, she just seems to be percolating right along. So for all you naysayers that call it a piece of shit, well, you know what, go on back to the other farming channels where they're paying for green paint and whatever other paint they're paying for, and I'll just drive my paid for combine and harvest corn that's paid for, and yeah, I'm going to be able to pay some bills with my corn, because, you know, I only grow corn for fun. To be quite honest with you, I only grow corn for fun. And this is the field that did not get any compost. And you can see it. You can see it. There's no compost on this field, and it is nowhere near as nice as the other stuff was. It's only yielding something like 150 to 160 bushel to the acre. That's about all this field is yielding. So compost is key to growing 300 bushel corn, in my opinion, if you can get it. Oh, that's interesting. All right. I'm kind of hoping this thing wasn't running that whole time. We got down here. I know that you guys can't see too much, but maybe put it on widescreen. I got both the mowers down here. Tim is in the case and Cody's in that John Deere, and they're mowing a fairly large field here. It might be 25-30 acres here, I would say. They got quite a bit to do down there yet. Somebody's calling me. It's Tim. Yes, Tim. You're almost done with this piece. This is only 1/3 of the field, the farm. You did what? No, you didn't do anything but this field, right? I'm in this field. You came down here, and this is the only field that you started, right? Okay, there's about 1/3 more of this farm to do tomorrow. Not doing it today. You're smoking crack. Talk to me when you get done. Jesus Christ. Trying to talk to him is like talking to a brick wall. Can't explain nothing to him. He knows it all. That shit pisses me right off. But whatever. Anyway. You guys get to see the sights and the sounds, I guess. I'm only here to watch. They're going to finish this up. There's only a small bit down there, but this is about 1/3 of the farm. The other 2/3 are over that way to the right a little bit. But you're not seeing anything because it's dark and I need to shut up.